What is going on, guys? My name is Evan Harrington alongside men's head hockey coach Steve Murphy for another episode of Mondays with Murph. Before we get into the episode today, Murph, how you doing?
Okay, Evan. Doing good, man. Looking forward to another episode.
All right, so we have a lot to get into this episode. A lot of SUNYAC talk, obviously from this past weekend set of games as they were in SUNYAC action. The Bengals will also be back in SUNYAC action this Saturday against Morrisville, but also a non-conference game against Hobart, the defending national champion. So before we get into that, having a few days to rest on it, what are your just collective thoughts about going 1-1 against Fredonia on the road and then at home in the Battle by the Lake rivalry?
Yeah, it wasn't good enough. I just think that, after dropping the two games the previous weekend, this was a weekend that, we had talked about if we wanted to get back on track here, we needed to win two hockey games. And we set ourselves up for that. I thought we played pretty good on Friday, just a good road game. And, the kill was big. We got some timely saves from Marcus on Friday night. Obviously scored some timely goals as well. I thought we were better defensively. Just a lot of different things from the previous weekend. And then Saturday, it was like we just failed to show up. I think all that stuff went out the window, and we took a major step backwards. So, I'm not too pleased about splitting the weekend.
So when we're talking about SUNYAC competition, the team is now 1-3 within the 4 games they've played so far. As the head coach, what is your message to the guys to maybe get better improvement in the SUNYAC competition department?
Well, I just think that our whole mindset and our whole mind frame, what we're doing away from the rink and in our preparation of, I just feel like, and we talked, we talked a handful of times before the game that we just can't show up Saturday. It's going to be a desperate hockey team in Fredonia, and they don't want to go 0-4 in conference to start the year, and I don't know. Their desperation was significantly greater than ours, and our start was awful. And we spotted them 2 goals, just a lack of commitment to the defensive end. And then you're chasing the game the rest of the way, and you're trying to play catch up, and then you give up another 3rd goal because you turn the puck over in the neutral zone, and you're just pressing, and then you get one back, but it's too little, too late against any team in the conference. So. We just need to become a team that's harder to play against. I just think we're too easy, we're too soft. I don't think we're committed to winning and playing the right way right now. And we've got to sort it out here. We've got to sort it out here quick. Obviously we've got 5 SUNYAC games, before the first semester ends, and 8 games total here. So we've got a chance to make it right and close out the first semester on a good note. But we need to get our ass in gear.
All right, you have been riding Marcus Cumberworth a lot this season to start his freshman campaign. We've seen him in a lot of games, SUNYAC games, non-conference games. What have you liked from number 35 so far?
Yeah, he's gotten the majority of games, I think, because he's earned the right to play in those games, and I think he's been pretty good. Obviously he's a young kid, and I think he's kind of getting a feel for just the level and things like that. I think there's a couple times where we've left him high and dry, and we haven't done our job in front of him. But overall, I think we've been very happy with him, and he's given us a chance to win games. So we just want to keep seeing him, keep making progress and keep taking the next steps, just in his game. And, I think the more he gets more experience and, just kind of learns the ropes and becomes a little bit more of a pro at this, we're very excited just for his potential and what he can be. So we'll see what happens here the rest of the way and who's getting starts. But I think we've been very pleased with him so far.
All right, so now moving on to this week's set of games. You guys first take on a non-conference opponent in Hobart. Kind of a familiar team. You guys did play them last season, took them down to the wire in overtime where they did defeat you guys 4-3. But nonetheless, it was a very competitive game. Obviously, the defending national champions. Just talk about Hobart and what they do well.
Everything. They play hard for a full 60. They play with a lot of pace. They just play the right way, and I think that in turn speaks for itself on why they probably won the national championship. And so they've got guys that have obviously been there and done that and have won, and now that they have that experience of doing that, it's going to be a really hard game for us, and unless we can fix some things here in the next 4 days and change our battle level and just our commitment to taking care of the puck in our defensive end and things like that. So it's a good hockey team. I mean, they've dropped 2 games so far this year, so they're most certainly not invincible. But it's going to be a really tough challenge for us, and we need to be prepared and ready to go right from the drop of the puck.
All right, and then this Saturday, you guys will be back home after being on the road Friday against a very familiar opponent in Morrisville. Talk about Morrisville and what they do well.
Well, again, it's in conference, and anything can happen. And if you're not ready to go, like we weren't on Saturday, then you're going to dig yourself a hole, and you give yourself a higher percentage to lose that hockey game. So again, just battling teams here. With everyone knows 2 points are, every weekend, every game is huge in conference. So Morrisville will be hungry. They're definitely a structured team that is going to take advantage of their opportunities, and so we've got to make sure that we're jumping on them right from the drop of the puck. We're taking care of our zone, but we're also taking care of the puck moving through the neutral zone, and I think that's been some of the stuff that's plagued us through the first 6 games of the regular season. So I know they'll be ready to go, and they'll be itching to get at it and come here and beat us, and we obviously need to have a lot more urgency than we had this past weekend.
All right, that has been another episode of Mondays with Murph with myself, Evan Harrington, and men's head hockey coach Steve Murphy. I just want to say thank you to everyone who tunes in every Monday to listen to myself and head coach Steve Murphy talk and break down Bengal hockey. We will see you guys next Monday after this weekend's set of games for another episode of Mondays with Murph. Take care and have a great day.